it's easier for me to make friends in the game world because like there's like things to talk about in the game. But in real life, I struggle to make friends because I just can't really relate to them, or I'm just too shy to.
I don't know, not really. I mean, the joke answer, I guess, would be like depends how drunk I am.
I don't know, man. I mean, for me, I go with my gut. You know, it's tough. It's like the people you hang out with are like going to be the type of people you want to be. So like your closest friends are going to match your energy. You know, you stick with them guys. Those are the ones you keep around. You just don't go completely dark on people. That's what happens.
Since I'm a nurse, I feel like, okay, I'm experienced with customer service and all of that, but like I feel like it's not, I don't know, just to like, I don't know, it is hard. It's even hard to explain because in VR, like there's some people that can literally relate to like your vibe.
Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm a shy person and I love talking with other shy people because I know how shy people would like to be treated. So it's much easier to talk with other shy people because I know how to give them the chance to talk and show that I'm actually listening to them. It gives them more confidence to actually keep the conversation going. And once you both feel comfortable, just a very nice conversation from there.
I tend to say shit without thinking, so I'll end up in a conversation with somebody and 5 seconds later they're walking away from me feeling uncomfortable and confused because I've just casually mentioned what it feels like when I pull the trigger or whether or not somebody lived or died during a conversation.
When I do go out, making friends isn't a huge problem for me, but the problem is going out. Over the past few years, I've developed a debilitating disease. It's called Crohn's disease.
But like friends in real life, I have been a lot shyer when like a few years ago, but currently I've just been a lot more comfortable in my skin and who I am. Mostly be yourself, but also kind of fine tune yourself to how to communicate with others and what their expectations are. You have like different personalities for different friend groups, so.
Nobody talks to each other anymore. Yo, I'm from the UK. Hard to make friends unless you go out drinking.
To be honest, for me, yeah, a bit. Because I use VR chat as a way to practice social skills in IRL.
I live in a place where you need to drive everywhere, but within public transit access to a major city. So it's easy to meet people, but it's not easy to stay connected with people, if that makes any sense.
I'm generally pretty social. I don't know, like making friends depends what you call a friend, you know. I can easily interact with people and be friendly with them. Generally hard to make friends, someone you can really trust.
I mean, it's pretty easy for me. It's not for a lot of people. It is for me. I choose not to make a lot of friends. I used to be like the person that was like, I had like multiple friend groups, you know, and I kind of like backed away, and like I got my one small friend group, you know, with people I really trust. Like most of the people I meet, like they like me. I become friends with them, you know, but like not like friends, like the small group. Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a big talker. I kind of consider myself to be very much like an extrovert. I just love people. So any chance I get to really kind of get to know people and have a chat, then I love. I guess it's more so like where I have struggles and that kind of stuff is with like groups of people, you know, where like there's like a pre-established thing and you're just kind of trying to be like, hey guys, what's up? I'm just gonna like try and kind of sneak in, because you always have that like that social worry of like, am I intruding or anything? Am I gonna be like accepted by the group? So I guess that's kind of where it becomes a bit awkward for me. But no, like kind of one-on-one or like small groups, I'll happily join in on.
Or I'll say something utterly traumatic that happened to me and laugh about it, because that's just something that you do in the military. You just laugh about the fucked up shit that you have to deal with, because if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. And making friends with civilians is a lot like being a tiger in a field of cats. Cats don't give a shit that you're a tiger. They're just doing their own shit. They don't realize that you're dangerous unless you mention, hey, I'm a soldier. And then they scatter like a bomb just dropped in the middle of them because they think, oh, this guy's a soldier. He's gonna go crazy and start killing people.
Communication is very, very important. You just have to learn to open your mouth pretty much to make friends. Because what I often have like in group projects is like that you keep to yourself and don't say anything. Even if it's just a few words here and there and putting a sentence in, that's totally fine. Because if you're putting in a few sentences, they're also going to talk to you, and that's snowball effect.
Nah, it's just like they're not like 100% somebody you could like count on to be there for you. Like they're your friend, but they're not like the same tier friend. Like you got a tier of friends here and then a tier of friends up there. You know what I mean? So it's not like I won't talk to them. I won't not hang out with them. I don't hang out with them on a regular basis like I used to. Like there's only going to be like a small group of people that like like if you really got to count on them, like they will be there. So that's like the group I stick around with the most now. Gotta keep it small, keep it small, no drama, no BS. It's great.
I mean, this is one thing that I feel like this idea is something that I could talk for ages on, because I mean, there really isn't that many places as like an adult to really meet a whole lot of people at the moment. I've got the privilege at the moment of being at university, so I talk to people on my course and just kind of like become friends with them like that.
I was military police, which basically means that my job was either to stay on base and defend the base, or I would be sent out with a squad, and I was basically the jack of all trades. See, military police are trained with pretty much every weapon, well, ground-based weapon, and some vehicle-based weapons, but we're basically the jack of all trades of the military. If you need a group of 6, one of them is likely going to be military police. I had several engagements. I lost a lot of friends.
It causes me great intestinal distress. Like, it's incredibly painful. Luckily though, over the I developed it around like 2017, right? It was just this whole huge thing. I was miserable for years, horribly painful. I lost pretty much everything. I had to quit my job, things like that. Was even like homeless for a little while. But I recently got surgery that cut out like a piece of my organ that was causing a problem for it. Because of the whenever my Crohn's disease flares up, I get scarring in my intestines, and that scarring builds up over time. That causes strictures in the intestines, which makes them smaller and smaller. It makes it so food has an incredibly hard time going through. And what they did was they gave me an ileostomy. So what that is they took that organ in order to let my organs heal, and just put it through my stomach, and now I defecate into a bag that's attached to my stomach, unfortunately.
From the players of this game, you can kind of expect some, let's say, characteristics which you cannot assume from a random person on the street. Like, that doesn't work. But in here, you can kind of assume that they're like games, or that they might like anime, movies, music, or and if you go, for example, to a specific world, then probably you will find people who, again, like that something specific thing. So it might actually be easier than IRL, simply because you have more choice, or rather more control over the type of people you're looking for.
Well, no, exactly. It's one of those things where if you're feeling, like really uncomfortable in a situation in VRChat, you have the option and the ability to either, if someone's making you uncomfortable, you can block them and they'll disappear and you don't have to worry about that anymore. Or if, you're kind of feeling a bit too overwhelmed, you can just quickly leave and it's completely okay. Personally, I hate going to bars and clubs and stuff like that. I just don't really find that fun. But it's just those environments I feel kind of unsafe and really uncomfortable, so I prefer not to go. And also, especially a free alternative. Literally, I don't end up spending like 60 quid on a night out. Like, I can have a night out here.
I had to drag my sergeant out while we were in combat because I accidentally hit him with the shovel while using the shovel to knock a grenade back. I wish TikTok had been a thing, because if I had gotten that on TikTok, I'd be famous right now. I used a shovel to hit a grenade like it was baseball and throw it back at the enemy. That is by far the most nat 20 thing I've ever done in my life.
Find friends is online. Like, it's so much easier to find them online because you can be an idiot. I can walk around and say some dumb stuff. I could be offensive, You can do what you want. Everyone has a good time. And it's not like they're going to go, hey, it's time for prison. But, like, nobody cares. And if they don't like it, they just leave and they go somewhere else,
I like it a lot. This is pretty wild. I've never had a conversation like this in this game yet. I've literally only had a
I've had
gaming
it-
PC and a Quest for like 2 weeks. Oh, I'm fresh. I'm a freshie. I'm a freshie.
Fresh
Yep.
meat, baby. Yeah, today.
There's tons of people I keep running into that are just getting this stuff though. Everybody keeps telling me they just got it. I just met
swear,
somebody like an
I was-
hour ago who just got a Quest. Like they just got a VR.
I was a little late to this.
But you just be yourself, you know? No BS, be yourself. You know, if people don't like it or people are weird about it, don't change yourself. Just say, see ya. Like, later. Bye.
That's one of the reasons. A lot of the reason is that I just don't connect with civilians the way I do other soldiers. There's a really big disconnect between a civilian and a soldier. For one, we have this shared experience that's just horrific, and that's before even leaving basic training. And then on the other hand, you get these ungrateful shits who spend their whole life handed on a platter to them, and they don't know, you know? They don't know what we went through. They don't know what we go through. They don't know how good they've got it. And you'll be sitting there like in a break room or something, and you'll overhear somebody say, "Oh, my car broke down and it's gonna cost $1,000 to repair." Meanwhile, 7,000 miles away, I'm sitting in a Humvee that just got a rocket-propelled grenade, hit it on the side, and it's gonna cost a whole lot more to get home, and probably a couple lives to get home. You know, it's different.
This is gonna sound so generic.
Be nice to each other.
Yeah,
just don't be toxic.
Always keep in mind that like everyone's trying their best with life. Everyone's trying to like, you know, got their own like issues to deal with, their own problems. So just treat as many people as humanly possible with as much empathy as you can.
Don't forget to follow me on Twitch at I'm Only Dead.
Kindness is contagious. When you are kind, you inspire others. Be the spark. Spreading kindness merchandise available now.